Prince Harry, sadly, has had an embarrassing legal setback, my friends. The Mirror Group newspapers claim that he wasn't a victim of phone hacking and that his case was simply part of his ongoing campaign to reform the British media. The High Court was told he should only get a measly £500 in compensation. That's not all in terms of rumours and stuff about the Montecito nightmares, because apparently yes, Meghan, is penning her tell-all memoir. And if she needs any inspiration, we've got her covered. Perhaps this cover would do. I don't quite know what we're doing. Oh, nice. What does that say? Princess... Or she could take inspiration from a South Park cameo. Either way, it seems Prince William isn't fazed by the Sussex's drama. He's been seen dancing the night away in a Camden nightclub with his old boogie buddy Guy Pelly. Briley. I don't really care about that. What I want to care about is a book. Do you want me to discuss this? He's my favourite royal expert. I have to be honest, because there's nobody else here tonight. The host of the Die For Daily podcast, live from LA, Kinsey Schofield!
Hi, I appreciate that. I knew I was your favourite because there was no competition this evening.
There's absolutely no... You're my favourite in the studio. I mean, in the show. Harry, 500 quid. It's got to a point where you and I speak so regularly, and every single time we do, yet another miserable debacle in his life or her life.
This is a huge blow, and I don't even think that this is an hour of what his publicist spends. You know, I bet his publicist is £500 an hour just to clean up their fires. So what was the outcome? Was it worth it? He talked about, you know, how traumatic it was to be on the stand. Was it worth it to bring all this up? Was it worth it to drag Chelsea Davy through all of this? I'd really like to know what his thoughts are today.
You know, we talk all the time about who advises them, who says this is a good idea. I genuinely believe that both of them are so divorced from reality, excuse the pun, that they do think they're on this worldwide mission, Kins, to, gag the media or change the world. But you wonder how many hits it's going to take. They're like cockroaches, those two, aren't they? You know, you can hit a cockroach with a saucepan about 15 times. It just looks at you and goes, all right. I just don't think they're ever going to get the message. How many more kicks in the bits do they need?
It feels like it's never ending. And one of the stories that's trending today in the States is a source telling us weekly that Harry and Meghan are so sick of the negativity and so sick of the criticism. And I'm like, hi, pot, meet, kettle. You started the avalanche with the Oprah Winfrey interview. And it's been a never ending complaint fest from the two of them from their 16 bathroom mansion in Montecito. I mean, express some sense of blessing. You're a beautiful couple. You have beautiful babies. You have a blessed life. If they would turn around their own attitudes, I think it would flip the public perception of them. But they kind of sit and stew in their own misery. I
really like what you said. It's very American. I'm going to use it. Complain fest. Because there is a point, is there not, with not just the British public, but in fact a global audience where people will just say, you really do have quite privileged upbringings. You've had a nice life, and all you've done is bitch. That's my word. And in the end, you're right. People get tired of it. I would go against what you just said. I can't imagine them ever getting the British public back on side. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I got slaughtered last time. He'll be back here with his ginger tail between his legs in 5 years, and she'll have got everything she wanted, 2 kids, and Hollywood might welcome her. But I don't think they will, because I think people have wised up, whether it's Spotify or Netflix or the media or just everyday people who care about the monarchy or are having their own problems over here and in the States, and they just go, what are you talking about? You're not switched on to reality. You're not.
Well, you and my astrologer say that, JK, so you're not alone about the 5-year
I am
mark.
your astrologer. You didn't realise, did you? There you go. I don't know why we talked to... Go on, darling.
I was going to say, I just think that, they need to think and focus about something other than themselves. We're just seeing how self-consumed they are, and it's not an attractive quality.
I agree. I'm not going to talk about William clubbing. I don't care. Meghan apparently reports today that they're trying to distance themselves from the Sussexes, again, our royal family, because she's planning a tell-all memoir. I mean, that'll be a whinge fest. That'll be a complain fest. That'll absolutely flop. Do you know what I did? While you think about your response? We asked. I got 38,000 votes in 10 minutes. Would you buy Meghan Markle's memoir? Yes. How many percent?
I'd say maybe 2.
4. Oh, God. AP, I'd rather wait for journalists like Kinsey to read it and summarise the bloody lies whilst presenting the truth for the rest of us. Peggy, only if it's printed on 3-ply paper. I'm sure it'll be soft, strong and thoroughly absorbent, and I know what I'll do with it. Fred, she couldn't pay me to bloody well read it. KP, it should be sold as a cure for insomnia and in a complete and utter, I don't know. Jan, as with Spare, I would only buy it if I could get it second under $5, and then I would just read it out of morbid curiosity before throwing it in the bin. I mean, look, nobody cares. Somebody tell them, Kins, please.
They're just so desperate for money, JK. Think about it. They've lost Spotify. That was a huge deal. Harry went on international television and said he needed Spotify and Netflix to pay for his security. This is a critical time for this family, and they have got to readjust when it comes to PR.
Go get a
People
job.
can't stand
Go
them.
get a job. And we said
absolutely.
it before. Once you move from the royal circles and put yourself out there as a celebrity and take the money, you are open for every single criticism. They told me in my ear, say to the beautiful Kinsey, does she care about Prince William clubbing last night? Because I frankly don't. Do you?
I love it. Okay, this is a guy that just lost his grandmother. His grandfather has had a promotion thrust on him and lost his brother, and is dodging grenades from his brother and his sister-in-law towards him and his wife. Let him have a night out. I am living for this. I need more. I need more visuals. I think it's fun. I don't care at all. Good for him.
Man dances in Camden. Is it really that important?
Is it really that important that he's clubbing?
Would you dance with him if he asked?
Oh my gosh, 100%. And I homeschooled, so I look like a Peanuts character. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I tried to train myself. I bend like a pretzel. Would you dance if I asked you? Because I can't. I'm the worst dancer in the world, mate.
Of course. You might make me look good.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. It's always a pleasure, never a chore. My favourite royal person, Kinsey Schofield, live from LA. Thank you. Now